So today we will discuss, good morning student, today we will discuss about the next part of our chapter, that is the rational number. So this is rational number part 3. Rational number part 3. In our earlier discussion, we had already explained about the introduction of rational number and up to the operation of rational number. Now I will explain you. Today's topic is properties of rational number. Properties of rational numbers. Okay, today we will discuss about the properties of rational number. Your first property is your closure property. Closure property. Your first property is your closure property. Closure property. So this closure property hold true for addition of rational number, subtraction of rational number, multiplication of rational number, and division of rational number. Okay. Example: if A by B and C by D are two rationals, then their sum difference, sum means addition, difference means subtraction, product means multiplication of these two rational numbers, and quotient means division between these two rational numbers. Then what you will get? You will get the quotient. Become also a rational number. So closure property hold true for, so closure property hold true for addition, that means sum, subtraction means difference, product, and quotient means division. So that, let us take an example. Should I remove it? Okay, clear? Now I will give you one example. Say, let two rationals are 2 by 3 and minus 4 by 7. So these are the two rationals, 2 by 3 and minus 4 by 7. Now by adding 2 by 3 plus of minus 4 by 7, what you will have in 2 by 3, open the bracket, then plus and minus become minus by applying the rules of your integer. So after LCM become 21. So this is 1 divided by 3, then quotient will be 7. You have to multiply 2 with 7 become 14. Put a minus sign, then 7 3s are 21s, then 4 into 3 is your 12. So your final result is your 2 by 21, which is in P by Q form. So that means the result of the addition of two rational is also a rational. For subtraction also it hold true. Okay, should I remove it? The same example, if you will subtract, then you can say difference. Difference between 2 by 3 minus of minus 4 by 7. What will happen? You just 2 by 3, open the bracket, then minus and minus become plus by 4 by 7. What will happen next? Thus LCM is your 21. 3, 7 is 21, then 2 into 7 is your 14, plus 7 3 is 21, 3 plus 4 is 12. So what will happen? This will become 26 by 21. So the HCF between 26 and 21 is only 1. So this is the only lowest form. So this also in P by Q form. So the difference of two rational is also a rational number. So it holds true for the closure property of difference. Okay, should I remove it? Another example for product. Similarly, for product of these two rational 2 by 3 cross minus 4 by 7, what will happen? You just open the bracket, then this will become 4 by 7. Now numerator is to be multiplied with the numerator, so 2 into minus 4 and 3 into 7, that means the final answer is your minus 8 by 21. Again this is in P by Q form. Again the result is minus 8 by 21, that is your P by Q form. So again that means this minus 8 by 21 is also a rational number, so it is true for the product. Okay, should I remove it? Now for quotient, if we will divide 2 by 3, put a division sign, minus 4 by 7. As you know already the rules of your division, you have to convert the right hand of the rational in reciprocal form, that is 2 by 3 into 7 by minus 4. You write the product 2 into 7, and here 2 by 3 divide minus 4 by 7, 2 by 3 into 7 by 4, then what will happen? You just write the product 3 into minus 4. You can cancel 2 1 is 2, 2 2 is 4. Then what will happen? You will have the 7 by minus 6. That means again you have to make the denominator positive, multiply both numerator and denominator by 1, minus 1 multiplied by minus 1, then the final answer become minus 7 by 6. This is also in P by Q form. That means for the division also closure property is true. It is clear? Now should I remove it for the next property? For the next property, that is property 2. Property 2 is your commutative property. Commutative property. In this property, in this commutative property, if A by B and C by D are two rational, then the result of addition in any order remains same. That is A by B plus C by D. Suppose first rational is your A by B, second rational is your C by D. If we will add first C by D with the second A by B, then the same answer you will get. So that means commutative property for addition is true. Now I will show you the commutative property for multiplication. This is true for addition. Now for multiplication, commutative property, this is commutative property for, so it hold true for addition. Okay, should I remove it? Now commutative property for multiplication. For multiplication, commutative property is also true. That is, if A by B is a rational and C by D is a rational, if we will make the product of A by B and C by D, then if you will change the order, that means if you first write C by D, then multiplied with A by B, the value remains same. Example, say 2 by 3 into 4 by 5. What will happen? The final result is your 8 by 15. But if you will multiply 4 by 5 into 2 by 3, again it will have 4 into 2 and 5 into 3, the same 8 by 15 answer you will get. So that means commutative property hold true for multiplication also. So this is all about the commutative property. Now commutative property is true only for addition and multiplication, but it is not true for subtraction and division. Okay, should I remove it? Commutative property, this property is not true for subtraction and division. That means if A by B and C by D are two rational, example you say A by B is a rational minus C by D. What will happen? What the answer you will get? You will get BD as your product, I mean LCM. So this will become AD minus BC. But if we will change the order, if we will C by D minus A by B, what will happen? LCM become BD, but here it will be BC minus AD. So that means both the value are opposite to each other. That means here it is true that A by B is not equal to, the order, should I remove it? That means A by B minus C by D is not equal to C by D minus A by B. If we will change the order, the value will be different. So it is not true for subtraction. In case of division also, it is not true. Should I remove it? For division, you see, for division, A by B divides C by D. Rational A by B is divided by C by D. What the answer you will get? A by B into D by C means AD by BC. Okay, because C by D is to be reciprocal, then it will become D by C, and multiplication you have got AD by BC. If we change the order, by changing the order, if C by D into A by B, C by D divided by A by B, what it will happen? It will become C by D into B by A. Again the answer become, denominator become AD and numerator become BC. So here the value completely reciprocal to each other. Value changed. So A by B, what is your conclusion? A by B divided by C by D is not equal to C by D divided by A by B. So that means commutative property is not true for subtraction and division. Now, should I remove it to explain you the third property? Third property is your associativity. Third property is your associative property. If A by B, C by D and E by F are three rational, if A by B, C by D, A by B, C by D and E by F are the three rationals, what will happen? They can be added such that if you will add first and second C by D, what the result you will get, then with that result if you will add E by F, okay, whatever the answer you will get, that will become same if you will change the order. That means you write AB by B and you are adding it with the sum of C by D and E by F. That means in this case, first rational added with second rational, what the answer you got when added with the third rational? Final result you have got. Then if you will change the order, here second and third is added, the answer of this is added with the first rational, the answer will remain same. It is clear? That means associative property is hold true for addition. Similarly, in case of multiplication also, this property is also true for multiplication. For multiplication, this associative property is true. Associative property is true. That means if you will multiply A by B into C by D, that means first rational is multiplied with the second rational. Whatever the products you have obtained, then that product is multiplied with the third rational E by F. You will get the same answer when you will multiply A by B with the product of second rational and third rational. Okay, so the answer of the multiplication of the product of first and second with the third will be the same that when second and product of second and third multiplied with the first. That means associative property is also true for multiplication. Okay, you have got it. Now I will explain you the identity property. Identity property means, should I remove it? Now I will discuss you about the fourth property. Fourth property is your identity property. Identity property. Identity property. In this property, if A by B is a rational, if A by B is a rational number and when 0, that is 0, is added with it, the value does not change. The value does not change. If you will add 0 with any rational number, the value becomes same. That means 0 is the additive identity. So that is 0. That is 0 is the additive identity to any rational number. It is clear? Now should I remove it? That is about the fifth property. I will explain. Fifth property. In this property, I will explain you additive inverse. In this, I will explain you additive inverse. Additive inverse means for any rational number, if we add negative value of the same rational, then the result becomes 0. That means additive inverse must be the value by putting a negative sign. Example, if A by B is a rational, then its additive inverse is your minus A by B. That means when you add A by B with minus A by B, the answer becomes 0. The answer becomes 0. Okay? So that is A by B plus of minus A by B. The answer becomes 0. So that means, okay, it is clear to you. Whatever the rational number, if you will just add with a negative value of the given rational, then that value becomes the additive inverse. To get the final rational is your 0. It is clear? Now should I remove it? Property 6. That is your multiplicative inverse. Property 6 your multiplicative inverse for any rational, its reciprocal its reciprocal become the multiplicative inverse. Become the multiplicative inverse. As for example, suppose A by B is your rational. Given rational is your given rational is your given rational is your A by B. Therefore, its multiplicative inverse is your minus A by B, is your B by A, not minus B by A. So this is your reciprocal of A by B is your B by A. When you multiplied the given rational with the reciprocal of the given rational, then the product become 1. So that means that is A by B multiplied with B by A. This B by A is the multiplicative inverse of A by B. Then final answer become 1. So that means for the multiplicative inverse for any rational, its reciprocal become the multiplicative inverse, and the product of these two, that is the rational and the multiplicative inverse of the rational, become 1. Okay, become 1. It is clear? Should I remove it? Now you see the next part of this topic is, should I remove it? So your properties over, there are 6 properties only. Now next part is how to insert a rational next part of your topic is to insert a rational in between two rational. To insert a rational in between two rational, these topics will be discussed in my next class. Okay, so that is in rational number part 4. So up to the property that I had explained you, please go through all the properties of rational number. That will help you in future also. Okay, bye.